Time to try out the oil paints. The oil paints are in the live brushes, which is the second icon on your toolbar with the little brush and the droplet. So click on that, open it up, and go down to the oil brushes here. And let's check out a couple of them, and I will talk a little bit about how they work and different things they can do. Okay, so let's see here. I love the oil paint chunky, so I'm going to do that one. Let's do the oil paint chunky. And in fact, I'm going to put a little star by it so that it saves it to my favorites panel, because I love that one. Okay, oil paint chunky. First thing I need to do is give it some color. So I'll click the little icon here. Right now it's just black. Let's move that all the way up to some color here. And then let's see, what color do I want to start with? I might as well start with, I think I'll start with an orange. And then let's see the size. That shows me sort of the dab, the shape of the brush, and that's really big. Okay, and then let's see the flow. How much paint do I want coming out? A lot, or do I want it really light? I think I'll put it somewhere in between. Then the other option that is given to you, this little spiral down here, is the paint mix. This is how your paint is going to mix with other paints. Now, if you've ever worked with oils or even acrylics, you understand that it's sort of a thick-bodied paint, and the colors will intermingle. So this is going to show how much they intermingle together, not just on the canvas, but also on your brush, because that's more natural. Let's take a look at how that works. Okay, so I'll just put it somewhere in the middle for now. There's one more item to look at on the bar here, and that is when I'm mixing, okay, I can change, let's see, I don't know, I can change the angle of my brush, which I'm not going to do. I can have, let's see, quality, good or best, canvas, I can have a little bit of canvas texture showing through on it, or none. Here's the one to pay attention to is reload color. This will be important for when we're mixing. But let's just wait on that for a moment. And then also, if you need to adjust your stylus pressure, you can click and adjust your pressure there. Okay, so let's go ahead and give this brush a spin. Okay, so putting down some paint. I'm going to try to go lighter and lighter here. And let's take a look at it. Now I've had it on canvas detail, and look at, there's the canvas. When I start to go really light, I actually see canvas starting to show up, almost like I really am painting on canvas. The thicker I go, the more texture of the paint I see. And the thinner I go, the more the canvas is starting to come through. That's a lot like real oil paint. So let's go ahead now and try mixing another color and see how that works. All right, so I'm going to grab a different color. Let's just go, what do I want to make? I could make a yellow orange, or I'll go to a yellow orange. Here we go. All right. Now putting it down really thick, and then I'm going to get lighter and lighter. Look at this. Look at how it's really intermingling together. It's not doing like transparent layers like watercolor. It really looks thick and creamy, and like the paint is intermingling. That is incredible. And not only that, it truly, well, I guess it's virtual, but it truly appears that it is, because when I paint with real paint, it actually mixes also on the brush. So the test is when I go like this, Is it on my brush as well? Did I accidentally pick up a little both of the paint? Let's find out. Oh no! Maybe I didn't go further in. Let's go further in. Okay, now I went further, and now let's try it. Oh, you know why this is? It's because of the settings. Let's check it out. I have reload color. That means every time I let up, it's reloading the full saturation of the color. I want to find out if it will intermix with it on the brush, because that'll give me a totally different effect. So I'm going to take reload off. Now I'm going to mix in here. Now what happens? Now, there we go. There we go. That's it. That's what I'm looking for. This is actually a mixture of those two. I'll go further lighter. See how that's getting lighter? I'm pulling out other colors from here than just the yellow or the orange. I'll go even lighter. And that's sort of a gold. So I've pulled out a number of different colors, variations of colors that are happening by intermingling these colors. I only put down a yellow and an orange. Now, this can create some really wonderful effects for when you're painting, when you're blending, and it also is much more natural. But if you don't like what's happening, like right now, I really want to, see, like I don't want that orange in there, but it's staying on my brush because I had just come from there. So that is when you're going to want to have the settings down here have on reload color, so that every time I pick up, it just sticks new paint from the whatever's in here on my palette back onto it, and it doesn't dirty the brush. Okay, so now, see, I really have the yellow back on there. Even if I go all the way over to here, my brush is clean. It reloads it with the fresh paint each time. I suggest playing around with these oil brushes and getting a feel of what it's like in the settings to have reload on and when it's like to have reload color off. Because you're going to get different effects of painting with a sort of dirty brush and with a clean brush. And both of them are just lovely, believe me. They really are. Sometimes you want that intermixture happening because look at, I got all these different colors out of there that now I can go play with and pull the paint back and forth like it's butter. I mean, I don't know. To me, oil paint can often be like this buttery paint. And that's the feeling I'm getting when I'm working on this. So give it a spin, try out the different oil brushes, and have fun.